Alright, let's dive into something that I think a lot of us can relate to, even if we're not parents ourselves. Faris recently opened up about her struggles with fitting in as a mom, and honestly, it's a topic that's both raw and refreshing. Here's the thing, when we see celebrities, especially someone as vibrant and confident as Anna, it's easy to assume they've got it all figured out. But her admission that she felt out of place among the mothers of her son Jack's friends. That's a reminder that even the most put-together people can feel like they are winging it. Personally, I think what makes this really interesting is how universal this feeling is. Whether you're a parent or not, that sense of, am I doing this right, is something we all grapple with in different areas of life. What many people don't realize is that these moments of self-doubt often come from comparing ourselves to others, and that's a trap we all fall into at some point. Anna mentioned feeling like she was messing up somehow, and that hits home for me. In my opinion, parenting is one of those roles where there's no clear rulebook, and everyone's just trying their best. But here's where it gets fascinating. Despite her worries, Anna now feels more confident after seeing how well her son Jack is growing up. This raises a deeper question: do we ever really know if we're doing a good job until we see the results years later? It's a bit like planting a seed and not knowing if it'll grow into something beautiful until it's already sprouted. What this really suggests is that confidence in parenting, or any role, really, often comes from hindsight, not from the moment itself. One detail I find fascinating is how Anna described Jack as having a strong sense of justice and called him fascinating. This makes me wonder how much of our insecurities as parents stem from our own expectations versus who our kids actually are. If you take a step back and think about it, kids often surprise us in the best ways, and maybe that's the point. Parenting isn't about perfection, it's about embracing the unpredictability and learning alongside them. What makes this really interesting is how Anna's love for her son pushed her to step outside her comfort zone, something I think we can all relate to, whether it's for a child, a partner, or even a passion project. Another thing that immediately stands out is the role of friendships in Anna's journey. She credited her bond with Leslie Mann, Isla Fisher, and Michelle Buteau for helping her feel closer to other women. From my perspective, this highlights how important it is to have a support system, especially when you're navigating something as isolating as self-doubt. It's easy to feel like you're alone in your struggles, but having people who get it can make all the difference. What this really suggests is that vulnerability, whether it's admitting you don't have it all figured out or leaning on others, is not a weakness but a strength. If you take a step back and think about it, Anna's story isn't just about motherhood, it's about the human experience of trying to belong, to do right, and to grow. Personally, I think what makes her journey so compelling is how honest she is about her imperfections. It's a reminder that even when we feel like we're messing up, we might still be doing better than we think. So, here's my closing thought: maybe the key isn't to fit in perfectly but to embrace the messiness and trust that, in the end, it's all part of the process. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. How do you handle those moments when you feel like you don't quite fit in?